Take me to everything you recall from the moment Johnny Carson walks into the LA Improv and then going up to his table at the end of the night.
Johnny, yeah, he was a comedian, and he liked comedians. One day he said, "Look, you're a funny guy, but your jokes are a little weak." And he says, "Here's what you do. Write your joke out on like a 3x5 card or something. Read it as flatly and as boring as you possibly can. If it gets a laugh, then you know you got a funny joke. Now, take your performing skills, the character, hey, what's that, Bob? Whatever it is, and apply that. Now you have a joke that works on two fronts. It's physically funny, and it's verbally funny." That was the best advice I ever got from Johnny.
What stands out to you most from your first appearance on Carson?
Well, just the fact he got through it okay.
I was going to say, when I interviewed Seinfeld, what he remembered most was just the abject terror, to use his words.
No, I didn't have that. I've been fortunate in that way. I don't really get nervous or anything, or like, oh gosh, who are these people? I'll tell you the best example of that was I was at the White House with Reagan. That's how long ago it was, okay? And I'm standing backstage, and this general comes back. He's got all, he goes, "Hey, you a comedian? Come here. You understand who that is, right? That's my commander-in-chief. That is the president of the United States." He's going, "You don't make fun of him. You don't denigrate him." He's poking me, I go, "Well, I'm a comedian." "Oh, I don't care. I don't care. He's my boss. He's president of the United States." And he leaves, okay? I'm thinking, oh man, I got to change what am I going to do here? And then, what was his name? Schultz?
Yeah, George Schultz.
George Schultz come back, and he's got a drink. And he's like, he goes, "Leno, you get out there, you nail Ronnie's ass to the wall." And I go, well, that guy works for me. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Now, I don't know what to do. But I remember the joke that got a big laugh from Reagan was, I said, "I want to congratulate Nancy Reagan on being named Humanitarian of the Year. I'm glad she beat out that conniving little bitch, Mother Teresa." And Reagan, wow, he fell off the chair. And I went, oh, okay, I'm in now.
So you appear on Carson a number of times, but one thing that seemed to happen for comedians, and Seinfeld talked a little bit about this as well, that he would always see comics blow their best material on their first appearance, and then their second one was a little worse.
Right.
If they were so lucky after that, the next one was a little worse. And the same thing, as I understand, kind of happened to you. Where
that happened to me,
all of a sudden you aren't invited
Well, you're getting
back.
called every couple of weeks.
Right.
And Johnny's material is different than Dave. With Dave, you could take a chance and be a little ruder, whereas the Tonight Show was a different animal. But yeah, that's true. Because they would call you, can you do it next week? And you didn't want to say no. So you quickly put something together, and yeah.
So what do you do then when
Well,
all of a sudden that call doesn't come
Well,
again?
you do it, and you hope it goes okay, and it didn't. A couple of shots were not particularly strong. No.
I mean, but for a lot of comedians, that's kind of it. But you kind of pivot in a way.
Well, I mean, I worked a lot, and you try to just get better, and you can't hit a home run every time. Well, some people can, every time you get it bat. But yeah, But there were other shows too. There was Merv Griffin, there was Mike Douglas, or all these other programs you could do. Waylon Flowers and Madam had a show. I did every show.
How many?
I'm doing this show. The interesting thing is, you always get more work from other comedians than you'll ever get from agents or managers.
Why?
People think it's a horrible cutthroat business. It's really not. I mean, Steve Martin brought Johnny Carson in to see me. So did Harvey Korman, brought him in again to see me. Because as a comedian, you can't play every gig every day all the time. There's enough work out there. I remember Seinfeld and I one day saying, what if we went on vacation and we liked it? Then we're screwed instead of working, But, I mean, he and I will tell you there's nothing better than being on stage. It really is far superior to anything else. Go on vacation, or you can do a show. I'll do a show, And now you get paid for it, you know.
You had in your head back then that everybody goes on vacation, right? So
Well, you have
when
to
somebody
understand.
goes, that could be your opportunity to get another gig.
Well, my life is a vacation. I mean, when you have to go to Hawaii for 3 days, that's a vacation. I mean, you're working, an hour a day, you know, that's all the work you're doing. So when I say I don't take vacations, but I go to vacation places all the time on somebody else's dime, which is the way to do it, really. That's the best way to do it. So it's not like, oh, I don't go on vacation because I'm working. It's just that my work happens to be this. You know, I mean, it's not fair that the worst comedian in the world makes 5 times the money of the best teacher. You know, it seems very unfair, but that's the way it is, and okay, I'll take it. You know, one of the benefits of the job is it pays pretty well if you're any good at it, and it's really the only measure of if you're any good or not, if people are willing to pay to see you. You know, so.